You're back.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Lee, the Warlord, and today we are breaking down the characters that we have so far in a little bit more detail. I was able to find this information on the Bandai Namco Japanese website, and luckily we have a translation of what the actual spread means for these abilities. So we're gonna go character by character, starting with the easier characters to use and break down their stat spread. And then we are also going to go over the actual attacks here as well. We're gonna start with Ichigo, the first one they showed off. His ease of use is 5 stars, so he's going to be a basic character that anybody can pick up and play with. It says he's a substitute soul reaper with unknown powers who fights with an in-fighter blade that relies on high firepower and speed. Funny enough, if you look at this, the speed is actually one of his lower stats, his lowest being reach. For obvious reasons, they call him an in-fighter, so his reach is going to be low, but that changes when his Bankai comes out. His special skills, like his techniques, he's pretty decent on that. He has some good durability as an in-fighter. He probably is going to have to be able to take some punishment, and of course he is strong. Looking at the actual footage, the first thing they show off isn't the charge slash, it's the reverse gauge, like just his reverse action in general, and they don't actually show his spiritual pressure technique 1, the brute force slash, but the description of it is he charges forward and launches a slash, and if it hits, he follows up with an upward slash. During reverse, the technique changes to flying slash. This allows him to attack while blocking his opponent's long-range attacks, expanding the range of maneuvers he can use at mid-range. So this is something he's going to use to counter zoners like Uryu, and I mean, we haven't really seen many other zoners, but maybe even the longer forms of Byakuya's Zenbon Zakura. When he uses his reverse action, that's when you can use this on block, but when you are just in your regular mode, it's just a charge forward with a slash, and if it follows up, he does an uppercut with it. The first thing they actually go over is the special flash attack, which is what they call a unique skill here, and Ichigo's is charge slash, a slashing technique that uses force forward. It is characterized by its high guard reduction value. Holding down the button changes the technique into a continuous attack, increasing its power. So it's going to do a lot of guard damage, and when you hold down the button, that's when he does the actual multi-hit melee that we see here, where we actually see that. Then the first spiritual pressure technique that we see, but the next attack that we see is called wielding in the trailer, but it's called swing here. And this is where he swings Zangetsu around. If it hits, it will perform an additional powerful attack. There's an invincible period before it is activated, so it can be activated in time with the opponent's attacks. So this may actually just be a DP, honestly. This may genuinely just be a DP, and then when it actually lands, that's when he does the slam into the ground. And then of course we have his Bankai. Something I think is interesting is that in the description of his Bankai, it says Ichigo's performance, speed, and defense dramatically increase, as well as the number of additional special flash attacks, allowing for more aggressive attacks to be carried out. But what they don't say is his attack damage is reduced. So when it comes to him using his Bankai, his performance is changed significantly from normal, which I'm assuming means his attack patterns change, and then the way that they actually move change around as well, with attack damage reduced but overall speed increased. So his attack would go a little bit lower, maybe to halfway or down here, but then his speed would probably be right here or maybe halfway here. So super duper increase in speed. In addition, the number of additional attacks of the special flash attack has increased, allowing for more aggressive attacks. So specifically, it's the charge slash. So when you hold down the attack button, or when you hold down the button to do the actual charge slash attack, you do more additional attacks, and I think we might actually see that when he uses his Bankai here. I think that might be what that is. That is yet to be seen. With there only being 4 things here, I think it's interesting that they didn't show us all 4 of those abilities. Going on to the next character, Chad. And then with Chad, he is a powerful fighter with an iron fist, a gentle giant who hides a passionate vow in his silence. His primary spread is going to be, of course, toughness and his attack strength. He doesn't have very much in the way of special skills or technique, and he's on the slower side. He didn't look too slow from what we actually saw in the trailer, but he is on the slower side, and of course he doesn't have very much reach. So another easy to pick up character, very easy to use. The first thing that they actually show off is his unique skill. So they did a little bit of an auto combo, and then they show off his unique skill. It's interesting, the difference in name. I don't know if this is just because it's being translated by my computer, or if the game is actually going to call it something different than what we see in the promotional material, but his unique skill is Giant's Flash, and it's called Aggression in the trailer. And this is where he stores power in his fist and unleashes a powerful blow. When fully charged, he deals damage regardless of the amount of spiritual energy his opponent has. The closer the distance to the opponent, the greater the power. And I think that's interesting because they don't make this distinction in the trailer where it says can be charged, unleashing significant damage regardless of the opponent's defense. The way that reads, it kind of sounds like no matter what, it'll do damage to their health regardless of how much defense they have. But here, it's literally saying it has to be fully charged for it to do damage no matter what. But that is an interesting distinction. And then the next thing that we have here, it's called Alert in the trailer, but it's called Eagerly here. For a certain period of time, attack power and the charging speed of unique skills are increased. So it's your attack power and your charge speed for your Giant's Flash are going to be increased. Pretty straightforward. I can see why he doesn't have much in the way of technique. And then his second spiritual pressure technique is Counterattack Fist. He uses his right arm to defend himself and then launches an uppercut. If he blocks the opponent's attack at a specific time, the power of the attack increases significantly, and he can unleash a tremendous force that can instantly turn the situation around. So maybe that counterattack, just like a charged up Giant's Flash, especially if you have Alert activated, possibly will do damage all the way through their health bar. You might be looking at 50%, 75% of their health just gone, regardless if they're blocking or regardless of whatever defensive techniques they may have up, if that lands. So that could be very, very interesting way to turn the battle around. And then of course we have his awakening. It's called Devil's Left Arm here, but in the trailer it's Brazo Izquierdo del Diablo. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that translates to Devil's Left Arm. The left arm becomes the Devil's Left Arm, and the user fights using both arms. Overall performance increases on average, allowing for more powerful combat. So I'm assuming that means his spread goes, maybe his reach goes a little bit further, his speed definitely increases, his tack goes all the way up, and then I don't think his technique or skills would go up at all, and if they do, it'd just be very, very small amount. But yeah, pretty straightforward character, rush down, in your face character. He does have a pretty interesting kit. I'm excited to see how he's going to play. I'm calling it. I think we have Orihime coming out on Monday. If this video is already out by then, we'll see if I'm right. Definitely leave a like and comment and subscribe if you enjoyed that one. Stick around for more Bleach content. Once this game comes out, you know I am going crazy. It's been real. It's your boy, Lee, the Warlord, and I'm out of here. Peace.